This map has 100 burning. That's crazy. Oh, there's 2 people here. Oops. How am I supposed to do my dailies if there's 2 people here? I kinda don't want to take that rune. Guess it shouldn't matter too much. Oh, yeah, I'll take the rune when I get to Odium. God, my voice sounds so weird right now. That's what happens when it's in the middle of the night, I guess. It's time to do our dailies in the middle of the night. 1:30 gaming. Yup. Hydrate time. I've been drinking a lot of water actually. I feel like I didn't drink enough water throughout the day, and I feel it. I'm a little tired, but I got things to look forward to, sort of. I just want to get my 275. What can I say? What's the next Sunny Sunday? What's tomorrow's Sunny Sunday? Anyone know? Let's have a look. See if I can find what it's meant to be. If it's an EXP one, I might hold off from using all my 3x coupons. What's the date? Well, actually, it is a EXP weekend tomorrow. You get more rune buffs. I guess the rune buffs doesn't affect 3x, hey? I kind of want to train. What do you guys think? Should I use my 3x today, or should I use it tomorrow? I don't know how much time I'll have to actually train tomorrow either. So running low on these Legion wealth coupons here. Yeah, so it is an EXP one tomorrow. Yeah. I guess because it doesn't really affect the coupons anyway. I'll just train as much as I can, and I'll train more. I really wish I had more wealth coupons. That'd be nice. More wealth coupons would be nice. Is there a way to play Angelic Buster as a male character? I don't know if they're going to allow that in the next update. Did they unlock Angelic Buster from being female only in the revamp? Because right now you definitely can't. But I think in the revamp, maybe? What do I feel like? Am I just making that up? I feel like I read something about that. Well, I don't remember if what I read was it can be played as male or it still can't be played as male. I am not sure, unfortunately. hello, welcome. But yeah, as of right now though, you can't. It is female only at the moment. Now I'll take a rune. Because I see a purple portal over there. Alright, don't laugh at me guys. I'm not very good at this one. But yeah, how's everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I am hella tired, but it is what it is. I have 275 to get. I just want my 275. Let's see if we can get some good numbers in today. Some good percentages. Getting pretty close to it, honestly. $275 today? I don't think that's gonna happen. If I make like 3 to 4% an hour, that'd still take me like what, 13 hours? I definitely can't grind 13 hours. I definitely need the daily EXPs and Monster Park Extreme to get me there. I think I get my mag pot today too, actually. No, I had it yesterday. This thing, 2 days, I get a mag pot. I'll probably level up on like either Monday or Tuesday, or like my Monday or Tuesday. Why are you pushing a lot for 275? Because I want to clear Black Mage. A fire has been lit, and I want to clear that boss. And the first step is 275. I want to get 275 or get close to 275. I want to release a video of my last couple of attempts of Black Mage, and then part 40 will be probably the end of season 1 for me. Yeah, it does. It's because I'm currently underleveled from the boss. The boss is a level 275 boss, and because I'm underleveled, I get a reasonable damage penalty. It's like one of the easiest damage increases I can get. It's like 2% final damage or something like that. Is it a 2% or 3%? 275 effect Cadena skill? It does actually as well. I can't use the Cadena skill even at 275. I need to be 276 to be able to use the Cadena link skill, so I need to figure out something else to use. There's probably like other link skills that are perfectly fine to use. I don't think the link skills are too big of a deal. You thought a lot? I mean, 2% final damage is a lot, man. If the HP bar of the boss is as big as Black Mage, changing it from 100% to 98% is a big deal. I don't know what to tell you. 2% FD is big. It's not damage, it's final damage. I'm pretty sure if I 22 a random item right now, I don't gain 2% final damage. It's pretty big. Hello, JH. We're losing a lot with Dreamer? We don't know yet. We'll have to see the patch notes. They might make some changes because of the whole localization thing. The only way we know for sure is we just have to wait. We might not get some random changes. We'll see. But yeah, to be fair though, I mean, rather to be honest, I don't think that Dreamer is going to affect me because I'm planning on clearing before Dreamer anyway. I want to clear before Dreamer. The change won't affect me if I clear before then. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can clear now, like genuinely. I just don't have the practice. And it's very annoying that I can't get that clear at the moment. It's probably in theory possible, but it's way too close. I mean, I'm definitely going to clear before Dreamer. That's a given. It's 100% going to be cleared before Dreamer. Because I'll have proper practice now, or soon. I mean, I have like 10 days to do it. That's a lot of time. Yeah, these event buffs are pretty crucial to my clear though. We do get to keep the event buffs a little bit into Dreamer, but it depends on what final damage changes come through. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about it. I'm gonna get that clear. It's only a matter of time. But yeah, first things first, gotta get 275 before anything. Also, I'll probably get a good amount of fragments, so my origin will be a lot stronger as well. Maybe not a lot, but I'll take any bit of extra damage at the moment. What's your combat power right now? My combat power is like 86 mil or something like that. Is it not too fussed? It's like that. It's a pretty common phrase here, if you haven't heard it. It's just like, not worried about it. You sure your Hexa skill levels? Sure. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if I had a 237 combat power, I would have probably done Black Mage a long time ago. I feel like if I was most other classes, I'd probably have done Black Mage a long time ago. Which is a bit of a shame. It would have been pretty cool to get a really low clear on another class as well. Just for the flex, but here I am. Chose a support class and I am now currently paying the price for it. Man, why can't my burst be slightly better? Just to get me out of P1 a little bit earlier. I'm not asking for much. Just want a clean P1. Why's my P2? Why's my P1 so struggle? Not asking for much. I have the highest percent origin in the game. Yeah, look. But that's all that I have going for me. That's all I got going for me, man. You like watching content that isn't Nightwalker or Dawn Warrior? True. But yeah, the origin for this class is really good, but the rest of its burst is kind of lackluster. It's just a little bit too spread out. It's not condensed enough to get out of P1 nicely, because ideally you want to do all the damage within like the 10-second bind. And the 10-second burst for this class is not quite good. Its 40-second burst is probably fine. 42 a minute, it's probably fine. But for Black Mage, you definitely want it way more condensed, because P1's a bit of a nightmare to do for longer than 10 seconds. You thinking you're missing Oz rings? I mean, if I had a raw 4, it's pretty guaranteed. My run would be almost secured with a raw 4. Even with a continuous 4, it'd be secured. But I'm kind of running with a weapon jump 3 is a bit papega. But the problem is, the weapon jump 3 is still better than a 21 ring, from what I understand. This is just according to like the Battle Mage Discord. They said that the weapon jump 3 is usable. So it's implied to be better than a 21 ring. Does Tower Oz still give you rings? Unfortunately not. Which is a shame. I would love to be able to still do content in Tower of Oz. I feel like they shouldn't have removed that as an option. I like that they added bossing as an option to get rings, but I don't like that they remove Oz as an option. Because you lost the ability to grind them, which kind of sucks. But the reason why they removed it was because of a KMS thing. There's a lot of very strange hacks going on in the Tower of Oz. Would you ever consider doing bosses you've already completed in a group after soloing them? I mean, I don't see a point, right? If I can solo the boss, why would I run in a party? I would get 100% of the meso. I would get priority on all the pitch boss, not having to schedule anything. Yeah, I feel like if I solo a boss, I think with the exception of maybe Black Mage, if my run is like over 50 minutes, I'd probably prefer to do it in a party because, you know, 50-minute Black Mage is pretty long. How'd the BM runs go last time? The last time I tried was a few days ago. Last one I did on stream. So I haven't got too much practice after that. Right now I'm just focusing on getting 275 as a priority. And then I'll go back into practice. Then I need to get some more practice in P3, that's what I need. Yeah. I think with the exception of Black Mage, because of how long that boss is, I probably would still solo everything. I think Black Mage is like the only boss that I'd probably consider doing in a party after soloing. Just because I don't really like the idea of still a shoddy run at like 50 minutes. Unless I can clear the boss in like under 40 minutes consistently, I'd probably opt to do party bossing for it. But yeah. My character will just get slowly stronger over time anyway. So what I'm trying to do right now is a very min clear. Which is why it's taking so long. But once I, say, get like one more level, 276, and then further progress my Hexa, it's not that unlikely that I'd be able to do, like, say, a 40-minute run, which is significantly better. Or there's also a world where I just get lucky on the upcoming 5, 10, 15, and I just have no more issues with the boss. That is a possibility. In a way, I kind of hope that I'm not too lucky on the Star Forcing event. I want to get some gains, but I don't want to like get too lucky. Because if I get too lucky, then I think Black Mage might be too obviously clearable, and I kind of don't want that. I kind of like the idea of kind of working for the clear, but it is what it is if I get lucky. It's one of those things where you can't really control. And I'm not gonna blow up things just to get weaker. Because why would you do that? I'm not that crazy. What equipments are you planning to upgrade? I need to get stars on my Dom Pendant, my Slime Ring, my Twilight Mark, and then maybe some Arcane stars, because I do have a few spares. I have a spare glove, spare weapon, and a spare shoe. I don't know why I picked the shoe. It was so random. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We still have one more week's worth of bosses to do after the reset. And then if we get some drops, that'll be good. That'd be ideal. I will realistically get out of the event with like at least 4 or 5 stars gained, at least. And I think that's probably as much as I can ask for. I think any more than that is probably on the like above average side. Because 17 to 18 is not too unlikely. 18 to 19 is a bit sketchy, because it can get pretty expensive, especially if you get stuck on 17. Yeah, that's sort of the plan. You are right, it is 2 AM. And that's why we're just chilling. The maps are pretty empty, honestly. Around this time, it's like not many people on. Not that Hyperion has issues with maps anyway, but... yeah, we'll see what we can do. See how many coupons I can get through. Because I'm trying to get to, I'll probably get to around 66, 67% at most. Oh, there's an MVP train coming up. I'm kind of lazy though. I don't want to like teleport maps. I'll just use my self MVPs. I'm lazy. Yeah, what are you guys up to at this time? You guys just chilling? You guys also farming? Or bossing mules even, actually? Bossing wheels are pretty good. I might have to do some more of those. I don't think I've done my marksman. I don't think I've done my mech. There's a lot of money. I also need to go to my house. Talk to my housekeeper or whatever. That's a silly daily that I will always forget. Just talking to my housekeeper. Ooh, I should be popping my G skills actually. You're working on 2 bowmans and 2 marksmen because they're easy boss mills. I mean, yeah, that's fair. They're pretty easy. I'm surprised that you didn't go for different classes just for variety. I guess if you enjoy the classes, then who needs to play different ones, but that's fine. I think personally for me, I wouldn't make multiples just because I'd like the variety. But yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, 2 marksmans and 2 bowmasters are better than 0 marksmans and 0 bowmasters, right? Yeah, this is a good song. Something nice about Kerning City. What's this thing? Exclusive spell. That's what it looks like? It's the first time I've seen it in so long. $9K Legion, wow. Yeah, honestly, I like 9K Legion. You can probably get away with doing whatever you want. Whatever you feel like. Doesn't really matter. As long as you enjoy the classes that you're playing, it doesn't really matter. Farming so many node stones, but I don't know what character to put this on. Maybe I'll put it on my hyper burning or something. Pardon me. How much are we on? Almost 17 bill. Wow, that's a lot more than expected. After spending a bunch, I'm glad that I made most of my money back. How was your day? Oh, it's just been a long day. I was out the entire day because it's one of my friend's weddings. So yeah, that's why it's kind of late and I'm just kind of chilling. It's been a long day. Weddings are like that. Is Mihao a support class? Honestly, I don't know. I know it has like support utility skills, like the shield and whatnot, but I don't know if I can say it's a support class because I don't actually know what its skill set is. Definitely has a like good utility in a team with the shield, but yeah, can't say for sure that I know if it's a support or not. Anyone who plays Mihao? No? Maple wedding when? When training, do you prioritize meso or drop? I think I probably always prioritize meso for the most part. Until your gear is done, and I don't think drop really matters because eventually you'll get there. If you can get like hybrids and things like that to maximize your drop rate, then sure. But I think meso is kind of always king. You can do everything with meso, and the fragments will just slowly come through. It's not because the shield's almost useless in Grandest bossing? Yeah. Because all the Grandest bosses use different mechanics from just raw HP dying, like the gauges and stuff like that. I guess in Chaos it's probably still fine, right? But Carling is a little bit different. Need them Onyx apples? Yeah, it's alright. I don't need apples that bad. I feel like apples are actually cheating. I'll be honest. I feel like using apples is actually cheating. They do so much. You can grind them, which I think is fair, but I don't know. I feel dirty using apples. Do you know if we can use the Frozen Blast EXP for the next Hyperburn? I have no idea. I don't even do the Frozen Blast right now, if I'm to be honest. Might be able to tank test death, but he still died to laser and dive through shield. Damn. Mihao's just doing his own thing now. Royal Guard do be kind of broken though. The class is kind of cool. And then you mistime something, you just die for no reason. I was gonna say, didn't we already hear this BGM? But this is different. This is the subway BGM. Okay, my bus about to run out soon. I ran out of the EXP pots, like the small EXP accumulation pots. I don't like using the 2-hour ones. Maybe I should craft them though. Not that I've been like training for 2 hours, but 10% EXP is kind of nice. Oh, I need it. Speaking of 10% EXP, I'm running out of Monster Park pots. been drinking those Monster Park yellows. Or gold, rather. Half the FMAs do too much damage for shields and still kill you through door? That's wild. I don't actually know anything about Carlos and Carling for the most part though. Because I stopped playing roughly when those bosses came out. I think people were already clearing or starting to clear Carlos when I was playing. But that was only when that was before all the new symbols came out, and when Sacred Force was a little bit slower. I think a lot of classes do have like various support abilities. And I guess Mihao has a few of them too. But I don't know if I would classify it as a support just because it has like shared buffs. But I guess yeah, technically it is a support then. If it has some utility like that. It's definitely more than other classes, so there's a lot of selfish classes in the game. Yeah, I'm making pretty good progress on the EXP bar today though. Oh, I should claim my dailies because I wanna see where I end up after I finish everything. Because my goal is was like 66, 67. It looks like we can probably hit it today. But if we can get to 70, that'd be even better. I think that might be a little bit ambitious, given how late it is at the moment. So definitely feeling the day catch up to me. But I'm just wanting to chill. So what's going on with these Smegas? There's like random drama in the Smegas at the moment. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'll just leave guild drama as is. Where'd you get a vac pet? Every 6 months or so they release the vac pets in the cash shop for 100k NX to be able to buy. You can discount it with 30,000 reward points, and it'll go down to 70k NX, which is still a lot, of course. And when you buy the vac pet, it stays for, I believe, 90 days originally. And then afterwards, you have to buy a specific Water of Life from the cash shop to be able to revive it. And it costs like 10k NX if you discount it with reward points. Basically, the vac pet is like a 70k NX investment and then a 10k NX per month subscription. It will probably be back in the cash shop in the next event, so probably within a month or two. I would be kind of surprised if they didn't bring it back. It'll probably be back soon. They've been giving vac pets more consistently every 6 months in the cash shop. It's called like a Lunar Water of Life or something like that. It's a separate item from the ones that you revive a normal pet with. Your favorite Hoover back on the stream? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just chilling at the moment though, so this I don't think this content is like super engaging, but yeah, when I grind, I like to have it on stream at the moment because it's harder at the moment to make content for me because all I can really show is like my Black Mage runs, and they're kind of making me sad if I'm to be honest. My last couple of Black Mage runs were a little bit depressing. So this is my cope. Just train to 275 and hope I can do better next time. You sound sick? Yeah, I just came back from a wedding, so my voice is a little bit a little bit scuffed, but yeah, I'm okay. I'm not sick. It's just late and yeah, just a long day. What did I do today? Yeah, I just been out the entire day at a wedding. Imagine if you can Origin IRL at a wedding. What the heck? Yo, what's up, DT? What's the skill you have on E? It's just a dash. Goated? I'm surprised you're still awake, man. You want to hyperburn a heroic? Would you recommend a brand new account for heroic or just stay in the same account? I feel like you just might as well stay at the same account. If you're just playing, if you already have something in reg server or interactive, then whatever you do in interactive, you can still kind of transfer over. Because you can still get like maple points, you can still get reward points from playing that server. And I think that's fine. There's no point restarting an account if you already have something existing. Yeah, I never really understood the whole thing about like making a brand new account unless you just really wanted to redo all the achievements, which I think is you know, that's a fair reason. No, I take that back. That's a fair reason. But yeah, it's fine. Did you epic pot your anniversary set for your mules? Nah, that's a lot of pot scrolls. I'm just slowly working through them. That's not 3 AM, it's only 2. It's only 2 AM. It's not that late. 3 AM is late. 2 AM is not that late. $2 AM is like, it's late, and I should probably sleep. 3 AM is, I'm gonna start worrying about the sunrise soon. Yeah, that's the difference. You know it's bad when you're starting to worry about the sunrise, because sleeping when the sun's coming up is kind of hard. Yeah, there's 212 with anniversary set, unique emblem. No pots on it says looking 600k CP. Yeah, I mean, I think that was roughly what my marksman did as well. If you have like decent links in Legion and like maybe a few nodes here and there, that's probably fine. Afraid of your account hacked. I mean, if you have two-factor authentication, it's pretty hard to get your account hacked unless you like go onto like shoddy websites or something like that. Nobody's gonna hack a random reboot account as well. 8.8k Legion with over 100 nodes. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Sounds good. I think unless you advertise your account very publicly or you go onto like very shady websites, the chances of you being hacked is basically 0. Especially if you play in like heroic worlds too. So you can't trade in those worlds. They're like you don't really have anything. Those things I have no clue about. It's not something that I've done. You reach 42 characters, over 200. Now the real grind begins to get the extra 200 for 9k Legion. Damn. Yeah, 9k Legion is pretty significant over 8k in terms of effort to try to get that Legion rank. I feel like 9k almost always comes accidentally. Like you don't really focus on 9000 Legion, I feel. Like the gap between 8.5 to 9000 is like so slow. Like you just eventually get there with events. You don't really grind it out. Unless you really like some characters, so you want to make your bossing mills better. You kind of just slowly get there, but yeah, it's a pretty big Legion gap. Yeah. Damn, our EXP is going up pretty good. Look at that. Almost 66% already. That's a lot better than I expected. And tomorrow's Sunday as well. Gonna get some good EXP from Monster Park Extreme. And also, we're gonna have Rune buff, which is nice as well. So if I can sit down and grind a little bit tomorrow, I should be able to hit... It'd be pretty cool if I could hit like 85% tomorrow. Because I also have my mag pot, so 85% doesn't seem too hard. And then Monday, I might be able to hit like 90 something. BM's gonna be so much better at 275. Here's hoping. I hope that's the case. I'll still probably have to do a fair amount of practice and still have to play well, but at least the damage should in theory be there. Because I'm no longer getting the damage penalty in P2 and P3. Just to get out into P4 a little bit faster, which is good. And if I can get into P4, then that's all I can really ask for. You nearly completed 4 hours because your legs hurt, your butt hurts. My advice is don't do it. If you're physically hurting while training, it's probably a bad idea to keep going, because that's how you get injured. Because I was like that too, and my wrist started like really taking a beating, especially when I was training a lot on my jet back in the day. I did like a lot of training to try to push 275, ironically also for Black Mage at the time, and it really messed with my hands, and I couldn't like do a lot of things for about a week. I actually own a wrist brace because it's happened every once in a while. It's not necessarily even just from training. It's just like when if you work at a computer, or you spend a lot of time on the computer, or you play other games, you know, RSI is a thing, you will hurt yourself, and yeah, you end up being sad that you can't like flex your wrist. It's not exactly the most fun wearing a wrist brace either. Yeah, here's hoping 275 will be what I'm looking for. I also would like to do well on the Star Forcing event that's coming up in like 2 weekends time. So not this weekend, the next one, right? Hopefully I do well. That would be ideal. But until then, I'll still probably be doing my Black Mage practices just to get some more experience in P3. But we might get lucky and clear it before then, which would be pretty cool. And then I can spend my money doing other things that isn't Star Forcing. Maybe I'll work on my mules. Maybe I'll just save it for my Hyperburn. Are you aiming to clear by this event? Yeah, that's the plan. I want to clear before Dreamer. Because if I can clear before Dreamer, then I can focus entirely on my Hyperburn, which would be really nice. I can focus on that and make a nice series and not have to fuss about clearing Black Mage. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can spend my time doing if Black Mage is cleared. Because I do want to make a new series. But yeah, training 2 characters and doing dailies on 2 characters and trying to improve a main plus a side character is a lot of effort that I don't particularly have. Did you already decide on a character for Hyperburn? Not at the moment. I do have some classes in mind that I would like to play, but nothing has really sold me. And I'm not really sure what the premise of the series is going to be. I'm sorry if you hear some squeaking, that's just my microphone. The arm is a little bit squeaky. I should really oil it, because it makes weird noises. But yeah, I need to figure out a premise of my series first. I like the idea of doing something with a challenge. And I've already done like solo progression, so I kind of don't want to do it again. Or if I do it again, it needs to be a little bit different. I kind of like the idea of doing party progression stuff. But yeah, I just need to make it in a way that would be fun to watch and fun to play. Squeaking is the rat that Hal uses his train. One boss death and delete challenge. I've thought about that one, but I don't think that'd be particularly interesting to watch. Because on top of that, you'd actually probably need a restriction that makes you actually go into the boss's min clear. Otherwise, you can just wait until you can one burst the boss, and that's like realistically what you would do to avoid deleting your character. And it's a bit annoying to delete characters, especially if it's hyper burning, because you lose out on the bonuses. And you have to wait 24 hours to reassign a burning character. It's just not worth the time. I have definitely thought of like deathless accounts, but I don't think in MapleStory there's a good way of doing it and making it interesting. Skip Abso progression? I think I kind of already did that on my Corsair though, hey. Because I didn't even unlock Lotus and Damien. Pepega streamers like how he wouldn't get past CZAC. You know, that's kind of true. I have two sides of me. I can stay in Hard Darkner for 30 minutes and almost be deathless, and then I die out of CZAC. The duality of man is real. Turn on a face cam but pixelate it every time you die in the boss, unblur it slightly. I don't know about that one. That implies I have to go buy a webcam, which I would rather not. Not at the moment. I don't particularly have multiple uses for a webcam. Also, like, what's really to gain from that? It's just like I'm just some dude. Like there's like no stakes, other than like making me feel self-conscious. Hello Ryan, welcome. Is Lin a good boss meal in your opinion? I think it's a very solid boss meal. It's got pretty reasonable damage. It's a DPS class, which is kind of nice in most bosses, I'd say. I think with the exception of maybe Seavel and Sea Clown. Those bosses aren't exactly the most fun on Lin. But if you can get it to the point where you can actually burst out of Clown, I think the class is fine. It's got very good node investment as well, because all of its boost nodes are very simple. I could also be secretly a girl? That's crazy. If any content creators like Dream has taught you, you shouldn't face reveal unless you absolutely have to. I mean, comparing me to Dream is pretty ambitious, I'd say. I don't think I'm quite at that level of fame. Not quite. And let's be real, like most of like the really big MapleStory content creators already have their face cams. I think I'm more of like the exception at the moment. I feel like most of the other guys have it all on. When I go on Twitch and look around on the channels, like most people who stream MapleStory have their webcam on, so it's kind of whatever. Your mod's gonna come out with the PDF allegations. You know what? I can see that happening. Bree is a bit of a suspicious mod, if I do say so myself. Guys, don't tell her I said that. I don't want to die. Yeah. In all honesty though, like, I'm okay just being like kind of private about it. That being said though, there was a time in the past where in my Chronos guild at the time, I did go by my actual like name. A lot of people referred to me at that, and like I didn't really mind it. It wasn't an issue until somebody decided to dox me and try to actually find my Facebook. That was one of the most infuriating things that I had to deal with. So I'm quite okay like keeping to myself. So like exactly, I didn't really like lose anything, and it was like kind of whatever. It was more like the person at the time was just kind of spreading it everywhere. And I was just like, this is too much to handle. People unhinged? Yeah, for real. The things that people do for attention. I don't have to deal with that anymore, so we're all good. Ooh, we hit 100 fragments. Look at that. Actually, I think I only needed 90. Nice. Now we need another. We need another 90 now. To get that next level in the origin. But yeah. People are sort of unhinged, and the internet can be a scary place. You never know who you might annoy and who you might offend. I'm just some guy playing MapleStory, you know? Don't mind me. Just trying to enjoy my time in a video game. Speaking of enjoy though, like this grinding has been pretty chill at the moment. You know, sometimes when I grind I don't feel so good about it. I think like a couple of days ago I was streaming myself grinding and that was kind of rough, but this has been alright. Okay, I have 2 more MVPs available. Pretty good. But yeah, enough about that. What are your guys' current goals in Maple at the moment? What are you guys working on? You guys working on clearing new bosses, maybe boss mules, trying to hit a certain level like I am? What's the goal? Trying to hit 275 as well? Nice. Getting there. Getting a henny ho girlfriend. Yeah, the hardest part about that is whether or not they're actually a girl. You never trust people on the internet with these sorts of stuff. Bit of a known fact: the cuter the character, the more likely they're a dude. Just cleared first BM today. Oh, congrats! First BM clear is pretty nice. It's very exciting. Now you're on that liberation journey. Messages for Star Forcing event? Yeah, same man. Same here. I hope we all hit on the Star Forcing event. I hope all of us do well. Or at least make out of the event with gains. You know, maybe not all of us will hit. You know, statistically, some of us are gonna take an L here and there, but hopefully everyone walks out with at least one thing gained. Even if it is just a single star for like 50 bill, that's something. The Shining Star Force is 2 weeks after event hits. I think that was the expectation because that's what it was in KMS. But given the whole thing about them maybe doing something different for the event, it might be different. I don't want to like hold my breath on anything too different from what they have planned with Dreamer already, but yeah, there's a chance that it might be a bit further out. Prepping the Hyperburn? Yeah. I don't know what to do with regards to my Hyperburn still. So many things. I think every stream, every time it's been brought up, I still don't have an answer. And I really should. Especially if I want to make videos about it. feel like I need to sort out a plan, but it's kind of hard. Video making is hard. Content planning is difficult. Just need to remember the Legion coupon in a little bit. Yeah, it's too many things to think about. Do a roulette and your true desire for the Hyperburn will come out. You know what, that's not a bad idea. But I'm still stuck at that point where I need to figure out a premise for my next series. Like what are the conditions? What are my restrictions, if any? What are my features of the account that I want to explore? I don't know. I know a lot of people tell me that they'll watch my content regardless, but I still end up like pressuring myself to try to make things that people actually will keep watching, and it's a little bit stressful, I'll be honest. Following your footsteps, I got my first 22-star pitch item. But if you got 22-star, that's way more than I usually go for. I don't go 22s. Me? 22s? No, not in this channel. We are 21 settlers in here only. Only 22 settlers in my only 21 settlers in my chat. I don't know 22. I only settle 21 in this household. And on some rare occasions I'll settle 20. Even though statistically it doesn't make sense to settle 20. But yeah, congrats though. Well, in all seriousness, congrats. What was the item that you 22'd? I feel like you mentioned it in the chat. I don't remember. Because I have people every once in a while telling me that they hit a pitch item, but I'm not sure if you have mentioned it before and you were just waiting to Star Force it. I had a few people saying that they saw a book, for example, but that's not exactly something that can be Star Forced. Yeah, regardless though, congrats. You hit a 21 shoe and you said, "Oh, you proud of me?" How long is that shoe gonna stay 21? That's the real question, JH. Last time I was here, I was completely abs items. Damn, that's crazy. It has been a while, hasn't it? I feel like you've been here every once in a while though. I don't know. Or are you saying that because you blew up like arcane items and you went back to 20? You went back to Absols. So many questions. So many possibilities. It's your fourth 21 shoe? Yeah. But are you actually going to settle on that for the time being? I mean, you're the kind of guy that you'll eventually go for 22, I feel, but maybe not right now. I feel like now there's 21, it's probably a good idea to stop for the time being. 21 shoe's good. It's good. You know, tapping 22 once you get at least 3 spares. You know what? That's fair. You get 3 spares, then you tap it and it goes to 22 W. You know, I would rather hit 22 with 3 spares than just like hope for the best on one. Rather over prep. It's like when you buy like 1,000 cubes and you hit within the first 50. It's like, whatever. It's whatever. I might have not used all my cubes, but at least I hit. Ooh, mysterious portal. Nice. Okay, let's quickly just grab a bunch of random money around. I can't catch these stars. This game's too hard. But yeah. My fam's still out? My fams are still out. Very good. I wonder how many nodes since I got. 21. That's pretty good. Alright. 6 minutes, I need to pop a new Legion wealth. I'm so gonna forget. Oh, man, I hate these like short Legion wealth coupons, man. I never remember. Yeah, but maybe I will hit 30% today. Or 70% today. Making some pretty steady progress on the EXP bar. Then that's good. That's really good. Yeah. Maybe I should start leaning towards what I want to work on. I need to figure it out. For my hyperburn, at least, I need to decide. I have actually considered a few classes. Like the first one that came to mind was actually Dark Knight. I kind of like that class. I've never played one before too, which is kind of cool. I actually kind of have like two choices. Do I go for a class that I know nothing about, something like Dark Knight, or do I go for something that looks like a lot of fun to me, like Phantom? Yeah, that's the internal issues. I just wanna. There's too many classes I kind of like the idea of playing. Oh, hello Eugene, welcome. Another Demon Hour stream? Yeah, a little bit. I came back from a wedding and I haven't done anything. I do like the idea of Phantom, but I think but at the same time, the idea of training a Phantom scares me very much. Yeah, I'm not super convinced on it. I mean, as heroes would be interesting, but trying to think of other classes I'm interested in. Obviously, I'm kind of down to make another Blaze Wizard. I actually enjoyed playing that class. There's also the possibility of playing a Lin. I think Lin is not a bad pick because it has like 300 fragments on it. That's a lot of fragments. But Lin does suffer from DPS syndrome, which will make hard lucid quite difficult. How's the mech coming along? The mech is gonna be kind of semi-retired. I was originally gonna play the mech to become a familiar farmer, but now that Grandis familiars are coming out, I don't really have a need for a Limina farmer, so my mech is just gonna be staying as a reasonably strong bossing character now. But yeah, the character's in a pretty reasonable spot. Maybe in 5, 10, 15, if I have any spare money, I can get the mech's gear to 16. A lot of it is still like under 16. Or under 15 even. Do I intend to stay in Hyperion or go back to Kronos? I don't see a point in me going back to Kronos because my Hyperion account basically has the same thing, just missing the bossing mules. But I don't really feel like going back to Kronos because one thing is I think training will be pretty painful. I feel like a lot of the maps are going to be hella full. And I kind of don't like the idea of going back to a server where I have a pretty strong main that has 0-6 job. That was like one of the strongest Corsairs in the server, and now it's one of the weakest 280s in the entire game. Aren't Grandis maps now instanced? Only at a cap of 2, so you can have 2 people per map. So in Kronos you'll probably still end up with map problems in Grandis. Let's make a Demon Slayer together. I don't know how I feel about playing Demon Slayer, I'll be honest. Yeah, Kronos will be packed. I feel like even just manually grinding in the earlier maps is going to be difficult. I feel like even doing dailies might be kind of hard in Kronos. just casual dailies, you know, kill like 200 Vanishing Journey mobs. Just every random map has somebody just doing the dailies in it because everybody else is trying to do dailies in the area. Yeah. GMS is definitely going to be one of the most popular versions of MapleStory to play, so I also kind of expect a lot of people from either KMS or MapleSea to migrate over onto the server, if they haven't already. I think a lot of people probably, the ones that like are really keen, probably have already started working on the server, either Kronos or Hyperion, and then when the big update drops, then they'll all flood back in. I think Dreamer update is just so big. Yeah. I don't really know exactly what I want to do. And it honestly is a little scary. Too many possibilities. Choice paralysis is so real. And I can't trust chat because you guys are going to tell me Blaster. Can't do it. Cannot play that class. Not Dreamer anymore. That's true. Update formerly known as Dreamer. Hayato could be interesting. I kind of don't want to double up on a class that another content creator is playing. I feel like if I played Hayato, I wouldn't feel too good about it. Because I know that Dookie's playing Hayato. I think I would definitely prefer to play a class that isn't so showcased. That's why I think Battle Mage, my Battle Mage series did kind of well. This is a class that like people didn't really know about. They knew that it was like, yeah, it's a good support. But then I played it as a solo character anyway. Maybe Fire Poison? Fire Poison is an option. My only issue that I have with Fire Poison is like the whole buff duration thing. And if I'm playing with restrictions, I think buff duration is genuinely going to be a problem. And also it does need a lot of nodes, and just depending on what my ideas are going to be, might not be the best class to pick. I think I should pick something simple. Like just like a class that's like underrepresented but simple, which is why I thought about Dark Knight. I think that class is... Oh, but then Kobe plays a Dark Knight, hey? I don't know. Group prog is very accelerated, so it would be a lot shorter. Yeah. Paladin Mage? Nah, I've already done a Paladin series on my channel. And also, like, my personal bias, I really want to play a class that has solid mobility. Like, Battle Mage's mobility was something I didn't really expect, and I min cleared so many bosses because of the mobility by itself. Like my Lotus was pretty fast, like pretty early. I managed to get Dark Knell pretty quick, all things considered. Maybe the solution to what I want isn't so simple, even when I think it's probably just me overthinking it. I play my Corsair. I only boss on it every once in a while. The character's kind of weak though. My Corsair doesn't have 6 job, so unironically it's probably weaker than most characters in Hyperion. Even though it's like gear capped. Almost gear capped. And 281, it's probably still almost weaker than my Battle Mage. I think my Battle Mage is not that far off of it. You have a 235 Battle Mage and a 236 Ice Mage. Which one should I burn? Any of them or something else? I think it just depends on which class you're interested in playing to 6 job. So maybe have a look at the 6 job and then decide from that. And also decide whether or not, like what your goals are. If you're just using it because you like the class and you want to get to 260 and do stuff, like new things, that's fair. And it doesn't matter really which one. I think 230 something is still a fine level to hyperburn if you actually like the class a lot. And you want to do like further content, get 6 job and whatnot. But if it doesn't really interest you too much to do that many things further down the track, then maybe consider making a new class, because yeah, Hyperburn is a really nice resource. boy, 3 AM. You're right, it did actually tick over 3 AM. Now I have to start worrying about the sunrise. Do you have any recommendations on when to start Hexastat? A lot of guides don't really tell you how far you have to go with it. I think you should check your class Discord for that. That's where I'm just following the guide on my class Discord, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't put any brain power into anything Hexastat related. I just follow the sheet. They say me go to level 10 Origin, I put 10 points into Origin. And then after that, put 3 points into this, I will put 3 points into that. What are your goals going to be for the Hyperburn character? That's the question. I don't really know what my goal is going to be. I feel like given the fact that my Battle Mage got to Black Mage as quick as it did, I'm not too against trying to get this, like my Hyperburn to Black Mage as well. And if it's going to be party played, it's going to be pretty fast. I don't know. I guess like my main goal is I want to make a series that is fun to watch. I don't really care what the end goal is. Like genuinely. Like genuinely, I didn't really make even my Battle Mage. Like I didn't really have Black Mage as like a final goal. Like the goal kind of just kept shifting. Like at first I was gonna get to Hard Lotus, and then I got to Hard Lotus. Like okay, I'm gonna go for like normal Lucid, and then normal Lucid became Hard Will, and then Hard Will became C10E, and then C10E became Black Mage. I just want to make a series that people can feel invested in. That's all I care about. But I also want to pick something that would be fun to watch and fun to play. That's where I'm kind of having issues, because I don't know how to balance that. There's just too many things. Could you do End Seren before Black Mage? I probably can, but I haven't practiced Seren. Pub party only character. Yeah, the only logistical issue with that is that series would not last very long, because at some point people are going to start recognizing me, even if it is like a meme. How am I getting these mesos to fly towards you? I have a vac pet. Using streamer client with special privileges. What's your day job? I'm working as an IT consultant. Each boss milestone unlocks one equipment slot. The only problem that I have with that, I had that idea as well, but how do I balance it in a way that actually makes it interesting? Because at the end of the day, you can't be like, oh, the hat's locked behind like Sea Queen. It's like that's just normal progression, right? That's like, it's kind of whatever. Then at some point it starts becoming ambiguous. Like how do I, it's like which boss will I put a certain earring or ring behind? You know, it's like it becomes like really ambiguous. It needs to make sense. And so like, it's a little bit more involved than just having that as a concept. I have definitely thought about that though, like somehow locking my progression behind milestones. But I haven't really figured out a way where it would be fun and kind of interesting and also sort of intuitive as well. I feel like I want like a system that like makes sense to follow. Roll for it. Every chaos boss that I clear, I roll for a slot to unlock. Until then, I'm just naked. That's a bit too crazy. That's too much. Hardcore Maple Story die out deletion. I mean, you can just leave the boss, right? But like honestly, for my battle mage, I was basically playing that up until about Hard Will. Every single boss that I tried for the first time, I managed to clear. Actually, with the exception of Hard Lotus, I had to do like 1 or 2 tries for that one, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing with my battle mage. But that was like just like me running it down because I was just wanted to know. But genuinely, like most bosses I probably won't die out of if I have the damage. It wasn't until I hit Hard Will where I started like actually dying out. And then Dark Knell as well, and now Black Mage. Most of the other bosses I didn't really have too much trouble with, and whenever I did have trouble, a lot of it came down to damage as opposed to mechanics. Was Battle Mage the intention in Hyperion? I don't understand the question. I mean, I always wanted to play Battle Mage, if that's what you're asking. I just chose a class and I just rolled with it. That's all it kind of came down to. You see the leak for GMS that's floating around? Yeah, the update that is formerly known as Dreamer. And also, I'm confused why you had to make a new account for it. Could you just not have deleted your Kali if you really wanted to get the Hyperburn back? Personally, never really understood the whole thing about like I don't like a character, I'm gonna remake a whole account. Seems like a hassle. It was originally it was either going to be Battle Mage or Mech. It was going to be one of those 2 classes, just because I've never played those classes before. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. I just find it hard to relate for that sort of stuff because I feel like if I didn't like something, I'd try to figure that out kind of fast. Like getting to 230 and stuff. It's kind of deep into the character, no? I mean, just different perspectives from the same thing. I can't relate, but like, in that situation, that makes sense what you did. Especially if you want the new rewards. With the new higher burn, I have tournament focusing which class to burn since I have 3 options that are big on my mind. Not sure how to narrow it down. You know what? That's exactly how I feel with my options as well. I feel exactly the same way as you, man. Did you clear BM? Absolutely not. I am not good enough to clear Black Mage with the current situation I'm in, I think. If it even is clearable. Why are there 2 people here? What's going on here? think, do I want to do another wealth? I need to get more monster park pots. Do I want to do another half an hour? I don't know. Maybe not. It's getting late. Okay. Committed on putting the event rings on your planned hyperburn, so I can't change my mind. That is definitely a way to make a decision. If you commit to something, then you can't change your mind, right? Although that does seem like a risky way of playing. Running low on these Legion wealths here, guys. I have so many ditched mains because I get new toy syndrome when I see a class and say, that looks cool, let me main it. Bro, that is so relatable for me. That's actually like, that was me on Chronos, where I was like, oh, I love my Lumi, and then I see someone play Phantom. I want to play Phantom. And then I saw somebody play Kaiser, and I wanted to play Kaiser. Like, I had the same issue, my friend. Literally the same issue. And now I just have a bunch of weenie classes that just do stuff. Not particularly strong, but they're not particularly weak either. Any tips for H-Will? It can only last about 6 minutes in P3. Yeah, I don't really know what to say more than you're gonna have to dodge better. Because realistically, you should be able to. If you're actually trying to do a min clear, you want to try to be able to hold for about 10 minutes with the current version of Will. It kind of comes down to not being knocked into your webs and dodging well enough. There is a cheese that you can do, but I don't recommend it. I feel like you're gonna get yourself killed if you try to do the cheese. It's like standing in that one spot. Yeah. Try not to get knocked back. Try to dodge the red, and try your best to dodge the legs. The little red balls and the getting knocked back into the webs is probably the worst. And I think if you really wanted to min-max it, you want to try to line up your burst with the poison as best you can. I have a slot expansion. I don't know what to use this for. Oh, I can just get a character expansion with this. Alright, time to do all the little check-ins here. That's all done. Okay. I guess I have a teleport rock now. You have a very soothing voice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Is Commercy still worth doing it for the pendant and monocle? I think if you can be bothered doing it, then I think they're fine. Personally speaking, I wouldn't run Commercy unless I have a transpose monocle. If you don't have a transpose monocle, I'd find it hard to recommend. For pendant, I think the pendant is so expensive that you'll be doing a lot of dailies to be able to make gains over it. I think given the amount of time that it would take to get a pendant to like 21, for example, you probably could get a 21 Dom pendant in a similar amount of time. I mean, Dom pendants are pretty rare as well, but the Sweetwater pendant still takes like 2 to 3 weeks to get one. And I think it's not too much worse than Dom pendants. I think pendants in general are just going to be the last items you're generally working on anyway. So in my opinion, I wouldn't run Commercy unless you had a Transpose Monocle. And if you really want to go for the pendant, I would transpose the pendant first and then stick with that. But yeah, oh, speaking of Dom pendants, it's been a while since I've seen one. It's nice, right before a Star Forcing event as well. But yeah, like these are basically all the Dom pendants I've seen across since like the start of the server. So it's like a total of maybe, what? What's how many here? There's like 6 here, maybe 7 total. 8 if you count like my mech. For whatever reason my mech has a Dom pendant, so that's like 8. But yeah, if you can be bothered doing it, then sure. I think you can't go wrong with Commercy, because if you get a pap mark and you transpose it, that's pretty good. If you decide to go for the pendant, then all the best, because it's quite expensive. I would not go for the tattoo though. I think even as transition gear, I wouldn't go for tattoo. I think that in the way that the game works at the moment, you could get away with using the Zakum accessory wherever it is in my inventory. I might be wearing it. Like this will get you where you need to go for the most part early on. And when you plan on transitioning away off of this onto a Twilight Mark, it is not that hard to get the damage required to get a Twilight Mark and solo H-Will and H-Lucid. Like, I know it sounds a little bit pretentious of me to say that it's like not that hard, but I cleared both of them like with no arcanes. Actually, I cleared H-Will with no arcanes. So if I can do it, then it's 100% possible for most other players playing better classes. Yeah. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move my links over to something else. Bam is pretty strong. I feel like you can argue Bam is strong as much as you like, but I cleared Hard Will with like 0 arcanes. Like, if I can do it on Bam, I can do it on any other class. Like, I don't like trying to flex or anything, but like that's the end of the day. Like, I watched myself clear it with full Abso, and like I held webs fair and square for like 10 minutes. The run was like 25 minutes in Hard Will. At the end of the day, you have access to 6 job. You can always just outgrind it. It's absolutely true. 6 job just makes everything so much more accessible. You just need to learn the boss, I suppose. Okay, this character hasn't done it. Where are my link skills? Yeah, I had mad issues with Hard Lucid. That one, yeah, I had issues with, mostly because my character doesn't do any burst without its origin. I do a few bosses and then head off. I just feel like get some of this out of the way. I'm kind of slacking. Yeah, I've done Hard Will on a bunch of classes before as well. I think that it is, to some extent, class dependent. Some classes are just not good in Hard Will. Blaze Wizard is one off the top of my head. I think that class is genuinely miserable to play Hard Will min clear. God, Marksman just does not hit Zakum, hey. Planning on burning a Demon Slayer for next event, trying to make a new main. Is this a good choice? Yeah, you can never go wrong with Demon Slayer. Since the will nerfs is not that bad anymore, that's exactly what I think too. I think ever since they made Moonlight significantly easier to get, that boss, I wouldn't say it's like a joke, but it's so much easier. P1, P2, and P3 all across the board are so much easier. And, yeah. I think if your character is strong enough to do hard Lotus within, like, I don't remember what my own timing was. I want to say, like, if you can clear hard Lotus in, like, under 20 minutes, you can probably do hard will. I don't remember what exactly my numbers was, but I don't think it was that much longer than 20 minutes. I forget. You get legendary emblem or secondary for boss meals? I don't legendary anything on my boss meals. It's too expensive. I hate legendary things on my main, let alone on my boss meals. Play what you enjoy? Yeah. Yeah, definitely pick a class that you think looks fun, or you actually enjoy the playstyle. Even on DMT. I'll be honest, I've never worked on too many characters at the same time before. Like, at least on Hyperion. In Chronos, when I started making my bossing wheels, I was already like, kind of established on my account. So it was a lot easier. But yeah, I typically don't like spending money on cubing if I can help it. DMT for me is just an excuse to make meso gear on potential mains. I don't usually use DMT to do anything else other than make meso gear. You had to bet I'll be making a Blaze Wizard for my Hyper Burn? You know, that's not a bad bet to make with me, I'll be honest. I feel like you know, it feels like you know me well, sort of. Does kind of line up with a lot of the things I like about this game. Oh, okay, Magnus, that's just rude. DMT is good for newer players and established accounts, but established accounts prefer cube sale? Yeah, absolutely. Especially when your goals become a little bit narrower. Because, like, at some point, you just don't really care too much about bossing mills because they already kind of clear what you need them to clear. There's not... Personally speaking, I don't really care if my run is, like, 2 minutes run or faster, you know. I feel like with the same amount of money, I would rather make my potential second main have, like, good drop gear. Or I make new drop gear for my main, or whatever it is. I feel like it very much depends on the situation, but I don't like making legendary gear for mules. I feel like it's just so expensive. I don't know why I'm doing Magnus right now. Why am I doing weeklies? I should be going to sleep. Yeah, that's fine. I'm already here. Might as well finish this boss. Oh, but I popped the green pot. Maybe I should just do a bunch of random weeklies. At least my hard Magnus is pretty fast now. It was like a 5-minute run. Whoa, that ball went down so fast. No, get out of the corner. Sir, please. Oh, nice. The XP rock is done. Neat. Yeah, I think I might end my stream at that though, because I can feel myself kind of falling asleep here. Even though I popped a green pot, it's kind of whatever. I can come back to this character another time. Alright. Thank you guys for keeping me company. I'll probably try to get to 275 and run some more Black Mage practice, because I do need to kind of like refine my P3. My P3 is kind of awful at the moment, if I'm to be honest. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I definitely want to get more practice in. Maybe we can get the clear once I hit 275 and get better at the boss, but probably not going to be able to clear unless I get kind of lucky. Alright, thank you all for keeping me company, like I said, and I'll see you guys whenever the next one is. Hopefully it's not going to be at 3 o'clock in the morning. Take care, guys.